Joined by Department of Agriculture biologist Brent Tibbetts and his team, I traveled to the village of Mauricio to find out how successful the Atsang Reef Flat Preserve is in building up the fish and coral population down south. While preparing our snorkel gear, Tibbetts tells me what's under Guam's shores is unique compared to other places in the world.
Guam has a little over 1,000 different kinds of fish known from the waters here, which is a lot, and it also compares quite favorably to places like Hawaii, which Hawaii has about 600, a little bit over 600. So Guam has quite a few species more than Hawaii does. Coral likewise. Coral is on Guam around 400 different types. Hawaii is about half of that, probably in the low 200.
Immediately entering the Mauricio Preserve, we see beds of seagrass dance with the ocean current. And as we get closer to the reef, it's apparent there are more schools of fish than actual species of coral. Department of Agriculture technician Lil Tyron says a surprising lack of coral has to do with the amount of fresh water and sediment that flow into the preserve from the neighboring rivers.
Well, the corals here are pretty much way different from the one down in Tumon, because it's like we have for example, the rivers coming in, and you got sediments coming in, and it covers up the coral. So
while vibrant splashes of staghorn and yellow parietes coral aren't as plentiful as the fish, Tyron believes the preserve is working. More importantly, Tibbetts says they still allow seasonal fishing as a means to regulate the fish population. However, we didn't only see fish on our adventure.
There was a big moray eel out there. We saw a nice a giant clam and some of the aleeling. We saw also in the seagrass beds a lot of juveniles of fish that when they get bigger will move out to the seagrass beds. Are a very important nursery for a lot of reef fish.
Both specialists agree protecting the marine preserves from illegal fishing, sedimentation, and freshwater runoff is important so future generations can be able to understand and enjoy what Guam has to offer. The Atsang Bay Reef Flats may not have as much coral as Tumon Bay, but there's still many reasons why to check out what's going on beneath these shores. Tyquiengco, Pacific News Center.